was that? Your feeble attack. Merely an annoyance. Nothing!
quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief.
What was that? You can't hide from me. It's too easy. So ends the lesson.
Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain. Now let's get moving. Honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough, otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. afraid not. There are preparations to make. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. Please, there isn't much time. What is it?
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside
Yes,
out
yes,
and
what is it?
exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation.
Carlia, do you have Gallus's journal?
This.
Problem? No, this is just like... He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No, the court wizard of... Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful. Can I help you with anything else?
I have things to study. What is it? Then you were well informed. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Fall. Preposterous. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed. Do you realize? You best rethink this course of action. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you. This better be important. Oh, be certain to purchase my Falmer translation tome when it's completed. Persistent? If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Yes, they invent, and then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works.
crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Who's there? Who's there?
Serious? You heard me, Captain. Our work must not be disturbed. Kill any intruders on site. Someone there?
Who's there? And done. What now?
Over here! Hurry!
Not so fast.
My listener. Lead on, brother. Lead, and I will follow, child of darkness. My listener.
life. I was but a speaker for the Black Hand, but you have been named Listener. There is no higher honor.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim.
Where'd you come from?
With the Empire's help, Winterhold... May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay...
Turns out who runs Winterhold doesn't change much. Can't say I'm surprised.
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and if trying to... I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do.
We must hasten
if you
to
have
Riften
further
before Mercer
need
can
of
do
me,
any
you
more
can
damage
find me
to
in
the
the
Guild.
college.
You've come. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. Everything that... Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with... I felt the same. I think given time you'll understand what I'm... As a Nightingale, I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation. See if... In the meantime, I want... If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason...
Else?
You might have to.
I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of good. I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of goods. Bring me whatever you find.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice.
glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from a vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
By the 8th. It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
The gold, the jewels, it's all gone.
That son of a bitch! I'll kill him!
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away. Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. I feared that was the case. From that last end, anything else? What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye, a gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Good question. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard. No. It's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry. Huh. That'd be Vault. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning. Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else in that madman.
Can't believe he emptied the vault. Right from under our noses.
Stabbed in the back. It's like
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with... That pig? Oh, I have info on him. More than you care to know. Vald, good side? Think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold. A man after my own heart. Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, she might be able to give you the details. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less. While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's manor. I would.
Is someone there?
Someone there?
Where'd
Right!
Oh, not so fast!
go to...
Who's there? What now?
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? Shore's beard. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life. Agreed. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guilds treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lad.
I promise you, all your questions will be answered. You just have to trust me. I promise you, all your questions will be answered. You just have to trust me.
Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. Gallus, the Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us, indirectly. The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre. From the moment you were struck with my poisoned arrow at Snowvale Sanctum, my path changed its course. Perhaps I couldn't bring Mercer. I'd always intended Mercer's fate to ultimately be decided by the Guild. And it seems they've spoken.
I'm okay with
This
the
way,
dark,
please.
but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the Guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the Guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor,
Oh, wow.
we can begin the oath.
Gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You appear hesitant to don your... What's troubling you?
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor. What's troubling you? You appear ready for the oath. ready for the oath. Proceed down the hall to the gate when you're ready.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
The ominous gate is the first step in becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle. We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
We'll speak when the oath is complete. I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia.